Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today is the beginning of a new reading vlog, and in this reading vlog we are going to read the Touch of Darkness series. I've been talking about this for a while, and I think I even mentioned it in a few videos. I know that for a fact, but we are finally doing it. We are going to read all three of the first three books in the series this month, in the month of March, because at the end of the month I am going to an author signing for Scarlett Clair. So, and at that one I will get the fourth book and it'll be signed and it's gonna be great. Today is Friday the 8th, and we are going to start A Touch of Darkness. I'm not going to start it right now because I do have some things that I need to do, but we are starting it today. I really don't know anything about this series except for that it's love between Hades and Persephone, and I know it's just all, you know, romantasy. I know that a lot of people really love this series, and so I'm interested to see how I like it. I really have enjoyed romantasy recently, but I've realized that I am really picky with it, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly resonates with me and what doesn't, because I'm still kind of starting to explore the genre. If you have read the series, leave your thoughts down below because I would love to hear them, and I would love to have a little convo about the actual series. I have 20 days, basically 19 days, for me to read the first three books of this series, so it gives me a good amount of time, but I do have to like be continuously reading it. Hello, I am in the bathroom. I thought we would just mix up the angles. I have not checked in with you at all since I started A Touch of Darkness. I don't even think I recorded myself reading any of it on camera. But as an update, I'm really loving it. Really loving it. I'm currently on page 60. And there are just so many things about this book that I'm loving so far. I love Persephone, which I have not read a book in a very long time. I mean, Divine Rivals like kind of had a similar feeling, but I haven't connected to an FMC in the way that I am connecting with Persephone, like ever, if not in a long time, because I literally cannot remember. It's just so fun. Like, I love that she is a good girl who is coming into this world, and it's not like, oh, like, it's not done in a cheesy way. And also all of the characters are so fun. Like, I feel like all of the characters are being developed so beautifully, and I love that she works at a newspaper. You can hear the water running because it's the bathroom upstairs. Done. We're gonna work past it. But anyway, I am loving Persephone so much. I am basically at the part where she just started her internship at the newspaper, and I'm gonna keep this vlog pretty spoiler free. It is currently March 17th, and I am supposed to go meet Scarlett Clair in 10 days. And I'm only on page 60 of the first book. But the good news is I finished my book for book club. No other reading obligations. So this is my only obligation. So we're gonna get some reading done today. I'm actually gonna go pop some laundry in the laundry, and then we're gonna go get a cupcake and we're gonna read. Okay, it's St. Patrick's Day. I got my green on. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be really fun. It's honestly, it's almost 5 o'clock and I just started my day pretty late. I was absent from this vlog for like a week, if not more, because I got COVID. So my voice and my nose and everything are still recovering. But we're gonna do this. So come with me. I just just realized that I'm wearing the same sweatshirt as I did in my intro clip, but just know it's been like 2 weeks.
I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put up a fight. And every time you wake up feeling worse and then you check the time. It's never what it feels like, just throw me a dime. If everything was good.
Hello. Filming this vlog has been so difficult, and I gave myself a whole month to do this, but this month has been really busy. Lola has been in her terror era today, and I just am like up to here with it. Don't get a puppy. Don't do it. I've not updated you in a minute. I think honestly, I think it was last week. I have not watched a clip back yet. But I'm in a new sweatshirt. So I did finish A Touch of Darkness. We are on, today is March 24th. I am meeting Scarlett St. Clair on the 27th. So I have 3 days, not even, I have 2 days basically to finish the next 2 books. I was so immersed in this world in this book that I was highlighting everything. I literally ran out. I started with a brand new highlighter on this book. You can see first few annotations, so bold, right? So bold. And then by the end, first of all, I had to switch markers because I could barely get anything out of them. By the end, look at how you can't even see them. You can barely even see them. I had just gotten a new pack of highlighters and it was literally brand new. So I'm wondering if maybe it was just a dud, but I'm using another one to annotate the next book. So we'll see if the same thing happens. But anyway, I highlighted so much in this book because there were just so many moments, and 2, because I think I was just so excited about being in a new world. I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I just had the best time reading it. I loved this. 1, I really loved the world. I'm not typically someone that loves like mythology books, but the mythology in this is so light that it was fine. What I did really like is that Scarlett really preserved the personalities of the gods and just any like mythological creatures that were included in this book. And so I really loved that. I loved the characters. I especially loved Persephone. Persephone is just like, honestly, I've connected to her as the like female main character more than I have with really a lot of other books for multiple reasons, and just like a lot of the dynamics that she had with like her with the people in the book, and also just like in her intrusive thoughts. I was like, oh my gosh, this would literally be me. Like there were so many moments that invoked real emotion in me because I was like, no. I really enjoyed kind of riding that ride with her. I also really love Hades, and I love how literally the whole time he just wanted what was best for her. He literally just wants what's best for her, and he wants her to shine and like grow to her full potential. And I just loved that. I think a lot of books like will just randomly throw spicy scenes in there just to get a reaction, and I don't think that that was done. I think they were all done pretty intentionally, and typically some type of connection came into like the relationship as a result of that. So I actually really appreciated that aspect of like what the smut actually did for the characters. I also really loved like the newspaper involvement. I think especially because I loved like Divine Rivals so much, and like the newspaper involvement in that. And so I really loved like the press and all of that being involved in this book. I love Hermes. Hermes is so funny. And I honestly, I really have not connected to like the whole cast of characters in a book like this. I don't even know when. Like I definitely connected to like Roman and Iris in Divine Rivals, but like the rest of the characters, I like valued them because of what they added to the story, but like their individual personalities I didn't connect to as much. One, because like that just wasn't their purpose. I really felt that in this book. Like I really love Heke, I really love Hermes, and just like the supporting characters really played like a great role in this. So I really enjoyed this, and I'm very happy that I decided to record all of this on camera. I also am so excited to meet Scarlett now, because I'm literally gonna be like, I love Persephone, thank you. Like, who did you base her off of? Because if it's you, like, we got a lot in common. Moving on, I did start the second book. So it's 9:15. I started this a little bit earlier today. I did a lot of filming and like just content creation today. Anyways, I was kind of not excited to jump immediately back into the world, not because I didn't like it, but because I was like, okay, is this going to be redundant? Like, am I not necessarily going to want to finish this series right now? Because I'm not typically a series binger for books, so I just wasn't sure. But I am on page 38 and I am already so excited to be back in the world. And what I really have enjoyed about Scarlett too is there's so many plot points and so many events throughout the plot other than like the romance, and I really value that in a romance book, whether it's like contemporary or fantasy. So I've loved that aspect, and I also really love like how many dynamics we've already been introduced to in the first almost 40 pages of the book. In terms of highlighting for this book, I will be highlighting. I have tabs picked out and I'm going to use this highlighter, but what I've decided, because it just takes me too long when I'm highlighting and tabbing, is that I'm just gonna highlight my way through and then I'll add tabs in at the end, because doing both was kind of a lot. I think overall, like, I'm gonna have a really good time with this book, but off the bat, Scarlett got me going with the jealousy, literally off the bat, and I really need to like resolve that tonight. So I will be reading. I'm gonna go and wash my face and get ready for bed, and then hop in bed and just read basically until I fall asleep.
Feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. Everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
It is Tuesday and the author event for Scarlett is tomorrow. So I am still, I think I'm 150 pages, 160 pages, something like that, into A Touch of Malice. And the second one, which I keep mixing the two up, so don't mind me if I just mixed it up again. But I do not think I'm going to be able to get through this one and the third one before I go to this author event, because I'm on my way to get my hair done. It is 4:56, and then after that I'm going to dinner on a date with my boyfriend, and I just don't see how I have time between that and then work tomorrow to get all this reading done. So I have come to the conclusion, first of all, this is just so realistic. Like, you know that this is not my full-time job. I don't think I'll be able to finish all of the books before the author signing, which is a bummer. I really hope that there are no spoilers at the event. And that's initially why I was like, I need to read all 3 of them before I go to this event, because I really don't want any spoilers. I am just really crossing my fingers there's no spoilers. And yeah, but I am going to continue filming me reading for this vlog. So you are going to finish the series with me. That is still happening. I just may not finish the series before tomorrow. So yeah, that's my little update. It's been crazy busy. March has been the craziest month. I go to Hawaii next week. So there's just like so many things that I've had to get done before then. And yeah, it's just craziness. Because tomorrow I have the author event and the next day I have book club. So lots of bookish events this week. I'm planning on wearing like a really cute outfit because I've been watching all of like the other signings that Scarlett St. Clair has been going to, and it's like just so cute how everyone gets dressed up. So that's the plan. That's my update. I'm really loving the second book already a lot. There's also a lot of like friendship dynamics in this one between like Persephone and the other girl characters, which I really love. And the way that this book is evoking like real emotion for me is insane. Like, there was some parts where there was like some jealousy, and I was jealous with her. I was like, Persephone girl, me and you both, like, call us both the green monster, because it was just too real. I literally texted all my friends. I was like, listen, like, hopefully I don't project these feelings out into the world, because they are just too crazy. Okay, good morning. It is the next day, and as I predicted, I did not get any reading done. Right now I'm just driving to work. It's 7:30, so very early. But tonight is the author signing, and so I'm just getting really excited. Yeah, it was so funny though. Oh my gosh, people are so funny. So I woke up this morning and one of my shorts had gone from like 400 views to like 2.6k views overnight, which I really don't understand how that works, but very happy about it, obviously. Like, that's cool. But all the comments, the video was me like picking out my supplies for annotating A Touch of Darkness. All the comments were like, just read. Like, you're doing it all wrong. Just get on your pajamas and read. So funny. And there was another one that was like hyper-capitalism, and there was just like all of these comments like just like hating because I was picking out my annotating supplies, and I was just thinking to myself, like, thank God you did not see the finished product, because you guys have, you that are watching this video, you have. And someone said this is a waste of ink and study tabs. Good thing you didn't know I used a whole highlighter on the book. Literally a whole highlighter and the whole sheet of tabs. And look, I get it. Like, some people do think that's wasteful, and I don't do it for every book. Like, I do it for ones that I know I'm really gonna love and that I'm gonna keep. But I just think it's so funny. Like, obviously people do things in different ways. And yeah, I don't know. I literally got like 10 comments about this, which my videos typically get like 2 comments total. My shorts have gotten maybe 5. But yeah, I got like 10 comments of consecutive, like, why are you doing this? Okay, it's time. I did a whole day of work and now I'm on my way. I'm so excited. I have the same shirt on, but I put on like different pants. Maybe if I get a second, I'll show you my outfit, but I'm on my way. I'm leaving way earlier than I need to, so I'm really hoping that I get parking, because the parking lot there is so small. But I'm so excited. I think this is just gonna be such a fun video. I also feel like my nails totally match the vibes. I also brought my fully annotated Touch of Darkness. I was gonna bring all the books and Rika was telling me I should just bring all of them, but I don't want to look greedy, you know? Like, I think it would be really cool to get this one signed because I've like so heavily loved it. Also, I really don't know how this is gonna go because this is one of my favorite bookstores, so kind of scared about being there without opening my wallet. So I have told myself if they have a graphic novel, only graphic novels, they have a graphic novel that is on my TBR, then that's fine. But the limit is 1. You heard it here, folks.
You would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. Everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
Good morning. It is about it's 3 days later. I'm looking real rough because I attempted a 24-hour readathon last night, and while I did not successfully stay up, I'm still very tired because I only slept like 3 or 4 hours. We met Scarlett St. Clair, which was so fun. I don't think I did not record an update after the event. Okay, we're just gonna be wrapped in blankets and cozy today because that is just the vibe. It's literally pouring outside, which I live in San Diego, so it's just like very rare. Not really this year. It's not rare this year, but like it doesn't, you just don't wake up to a gloomy day like this here that much, especially compared to Seattle where I grew up. So here's my new baby. It is fat. She's fat, okay? She's much bigger than the other books, but that's cool. I think this is the indie bookstore exclusive, because look at it. So first of all, it's signed, which is so cool, and I got her to sign my Touch of Darkness edition too. So there's a map in the front, which I'm really excited to like visualize everywhere that I've been reading. And then the actual book is so beautiful. Anyway, she's pretty. She has flowers. This is the spine and this is the back. So I really like this because when I read hardbacks, I do take off the jacket. Also, Lola gets a haircut today, so I'll show you what she looks like afterward, because right now she is ultra fluffy girl. She will not be ultra fluffy girl after that. She's getting shaved. Not literally, but real close, okay? Anyway, here's the dust jacket, and then on the inside we have this stunning print. Hopefully you can see it because I cannot see it. We have this stunning print of Hades and Persephone. It was really cool, but she just answered like 3 questions, and then we all lined up to meet her, which I was expecting. Like meet and greets like that, typically it's short because you have to get through the line. It was really cool. She was very tired from being on her book tour, understandably so, because I literally have seen her at a different store every night. Yeah, the actual event was cool. I made a friend, so that was also cool. And yeah, I just had a great time. It's also just so fun to be in places with all book people. Like, it's just unlike anything else. So clearly I did not finish the series in time for the event, which I already updated you on. But because I did not finish it then, I decided that I'm going to read the complete Hades and Persephone series. which is her perspective and his perspective. So that takes it from, well, now 4 books. It would have been 3 books, but 4 books to 7 books, because there are 3 books in Hades' perspective that is like intertwined with Persephone. So it goes like A Touch of Darkness, A Game of Fate, which is Hades' POV, and then we go like back and forth till the end. And I believe the last one may be in dual POV. Yeah, it's in multiple POVs, so it's not just dual POV, it's like multiple, so that will be interesting. Oh my god, do you hear this rain? It's crazy out there. So I decided I'm gonna read all 7 books. So I had already started A Touch of Ruin. So I'm on like page 100 and something on that book, but I was like, okay, well, before I finish that, I'm just going to read Hades' perspective of the first book. So I am doing that. I'm on page 314, which there's only like 400 pages in the whole book. And this is what brought me to the delusion that I could do a 24-hour readathon. Hades' POV, which I'm not loving, by the way. I'm not loving Hades' POV. It is just, it's repetitive of the same events, and I think like if I tandem read it, it would be fine, but I just don't really feel like doing that right now. Maybe I'll do that one day. But I think I just like Persephone's perspective more because I can relate to her as a character so much. And I like all of the other things that are going on in her life versus Hades' life. Like there's a lot of like mythological aspects and a lot of like, just like he's got to handle business. And I thought I would enjoy the business, but currently I'm not. I just think that Persephone's perspective is just so much more rich and his is a little bit more boring. That could be because I'm kind of trying to like speed through the book. So I'm not going to say that I'm still obviously going to read his other 2 books. But that is my current thoughts on it.
You would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. Everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
I finished A Game of Fate. It only took me like an hour. I gave it like a 3.5 stars because I just don't love reading like a repetition of events. And clearly I'm a little bit more awake. I had some coffee. But I just don't love like reading the repetition of events. I did like the plot line of what was happening in Hades' life behind the scenes that Persephone didn't know. I did like that. And I did like reading some of the extra thoughts that he had about her that weren't communicated out loud. I do think, like, I read the author's note and Scarlett St. Clair said that she wasn't really sure about writing Hades' POV because he doesn't speak that much and like trying to develop that. So I actually am pretty hopeful that the next Hades' POV will be better because she will have written more like in his head, because the book did get better towards the end. I just found myself really skimming a lot of pages because I was like, okay, I already read this, you know? And so I do think that it's going to get better in the next like 2 books. So I'm hopeful. I didn't hate it or anything. I just like did not feel like reading the repetition, you know? But I am going to get back to this one. I somewhat forgot what I had already read. But it will take me a little bit longer to read this than it took me to read A Game of Fate because I was just reading it on my Kindle and I read faster on my Kindle and I am annotating this book. I started, I don't know if I already talked about this, so future Jessica, cut this out if I already did. But for this book, it was just way slower to be doing like the highlighting and the tabbing in one go. So I'm just highlighting and annotating, and then I'll go back through and tab. So, and then also too, it helps me develop my categories better, because like in the last book, I found myself running out of tabs for certain things or wanting to add like new tabs. So I feel like it's just going to be a better thing overall. But yeah, I'm going to get back to reading. I will check in with you. It'll be interesting to see how this vlog turns out, like if I need more reading montages or what's happening. So if you're still watching, let me know what you're thinking about everything that's happened so far in this vlog. Good morning. It has been, honestly, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've talked to you. I decided I would talk to you while I'm doing my skincare, because it's just a little bit more chill if I'm doing something else and talking to you. Basically, you know, obviously I've been reading the books. I am on page 167 of A Touch of Ruin. And I decided last night, okay, let me just back up. So basically the reason why I have not touched the camera in 2 to 3 weeks is because I got laid off. And there's gonna be a different video where like I say this first. So depending on what you see, if you see this video first, if you see that one first, it's out there. I've been laid off. So your girl is unemployed, and she is, you know, it was a shock. It was a shock at first. I got laid off the day before I went on vacation. So, I went to Hawaii and I was like, oh my God, I just cannot afford to be here right now. But it was a really good time. It was a very good time. We had planned for that vacation for a long time. My friend got married. It was beautiful. So I was in Hawaii for a week after I got laid off, and then I've been home for a few days. I've kind of just been like unpacking, getting everything situated. Yesterday I did like a deep clean out of the room, and I'm basically using this time to reset my whole life, like my whole life. And because there's really not a lot of times in your life where like you just get 40 hours of your week back. So I am taking advantage of the time that I have right now to kind of like figure all of this out, and also just to like reset my space. But yeah, so it's been a little bit of a shock, and also there's just been a lot of like logistical things I needed to do, like paperwork and whatever. So I've been doing that, but in the process of this, I have realized that this is an opportunity for me to bring you more content. So that is what we're going to be doing. Obviously I am planning on getting my life together and getting another job, but I also have a lot of free time. So I'm going to be reading, I'm going to be creating content. So I'm going to test some things out. Let me know if there's like any specific content you want to see. Because I'm going to be making way more of it. It is stressful, but like, what am I going to do? Cry on the internet? I just won't do that. So I am just going to joke about it until I get something figured out. A little life update, my book updates. So first of all, this vlog is now going to turn into like a part 1, because since there's just been so many obstacles, I have not been able to chug through the series as I thought I would. So this is going to be uploaded as, oh my God, I have this hair on my nose. Got it. This is going to be a part 1. And then we're going to finish through A Touch of Ruin, and A Game of Retribution. So after that, we will have 3 books left. So it's about halfway through. Update though on reading A Touch of Ruin. So I'm on page 167 and I decided that I'm going to tandem read A Game of Retribution because when I read A Game of Fate, there was a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, that would have been nice to know when I was literally hating Hades in this, you know, scene. So it's nice to know the complete story at one time. So I just decided this last night. So I started A Game of Retribution. I'm only on like chapter 3. So in order to catch up to where I'm at in the story in Persephone's POV, I need to read to chapter 16. So that is what you're going to see me do now. Morning. Please don't mind my appearance, my hair, any of the things, okay? I am finally adjusting to California time from Hawaii time, and so I am just still groggy. I just made my coffee, so that is what we are drinking right now to get the day going. Today is one of the first days of unemployment that is a little harder for me. Like, just the amount of tasks I have to do to get myself back on track is overwhelming. And not even just like finding a job, basically just like figuring out what I'm gonna do with my life next, which I know everyone's like, just do it. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. But the thing is, like, I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go to school? Do I want to get another office job? Do I want to just waitress for a while because I'm planning on going back to school? You know, there's like all of these questions that I have. Today is kind of the beginning of my plan to get back on track, and it is hard to get motivated. It's hard to get motivated because I'm like, you know, would I like to just be at home all the time? Yeah. Can I do that right now? No. So that's where I'm at. I put together like a whole plan, and I know this is like not what this vlog is about, but I needed to rant a little bit, and mainly for myself. That is really all for my unemployment rant. But I also wanted to preface why I look the way that I do and why my energy might be a little bit lower. Anywho, I have a list of things that I want to do today, including like laundry and just doing some life planning right now since, you know, gotta do that. But while I'm having my coffee, and I think I can just really use some slow mornings during this transition period in my life, I'm going to read A Game of Retribution and try and catch up. I'm currently on chapter 5. So I have 11 more chapters to go before I'm caught up with where I am in A Touch of Ruin. Anywho, let's read and just disassociate from real life for a little bit into Hades' POV. Corner. I just got back from the pool and I got to 40% of A Game of Retribution today, which I'm so excited about because that's actually entirely caught up with A Touch of Ruin, which is funny because it's like 40% in both books. So I'm 40% through both books. I didn't realize how closely both stories followed that length, so that's pretty cool. I just warmed up some meat sauce pasta, and I don't know why I thought that I could talk right now, but this is what we're doing. Okay, so I'm on chapter, oh my gosh, this is chapter 11 in A Touch of Ruin, and that's page 167. In Game of Retribution, I'm on page 178, chapter 13. So that's how they line up right now. 40% through both of them. And honestly, I'm liking A Game of Retribution so much more than I liked A Game of Fate. I think that Scarlett St. Clair really got into Hades' character in this one and really wrote from like a male perspective very well, or is writing, wrote, I don't know. I'm presently reading it, but Scarlett already wrote it. Anyway, I think that the perspective is just done really well, and I think that she really got into his character a little bit more with this one. The last one just felt like it wasn't as precisely executed, so there was a lot of moments where I was like kind of just skipping through because I was like, I already read this, you know, but there's a lot more going on in Hades' side of the story this time. It's also funny seeing Persephone from Hades' point of view and how petty she is from his perspective. Not that he says that, but she's just like always in a mood. And it's funny because in Persephone's like POV, I am like, oh my, sorry, Lola keeps hitting the tripod with her toy, but in Persephone's POV, I'm like agreeing with her. I'm like, yes, absolutely, be mad as you should. And then I read Hades' side of it and I'm like, oh, she didn't have to act like that. You know, and it's funny because it's making me reflect on my own life choices. And being like, why did I act like that at that time? But yes, so I finished that down by the pool. It was lovely. I'm doing some laundry now. I feel so much better than this morning. I woke up just like not great this morning and took a slow morning and feel drastically better. So getting some sun really helped, and this food is helping, and just like getting things done is where it's at. Also, I feel like I got a really good tan outside, so I'm excited because this is my plan for the rest of my unemployment is every day that I'm home, I'm sitting out in the sun. So I have to be super careful because I don't want to burn or anything, you know? But like the UV index today was 8. So your girl was out there baking. Oh my gosh, also when I film, I should just film here and have like a cute little background. This would be good. This would be good. Let me know in the comments. Do you like my sit down videos in front of the bookshelf? Or do you think that this would be a better space? Because I feel like this space encompasses me. We have a lot of things going on here, but it's all me. Obviously, I would tidy up a little bit more. Oh my gosh, we haven't said hi to Lola in a bit. Actually, I was looking through my clips and I don't know if Lola's in the video very much at all. Lola, this is your channel. Everyone say hi to Lola. Lola. She's very tired because we went to my cousin's house and she ran her little heart out. So super cute, super fun. Anyway, I'm having a great time. Mentally, I am here. Physically though, I am in Seattle visiting my family. I woke up not too long ago and I haven't spoken too much, so don't mind my voice. But I am going to get some reading done because it's a very chill day in this house today. We don't have anything planned. It is raining outside, which is just the perfect reading vibes. And there's something about reading in the PNW that just hits different than San Diego. It just does. Like all the trees, like this is where I want to be, and Seattle is closer to that than San Diego, but still love living there. It's just the reading vibes are immaculate here. So we are still chugging along. Same series, same 2 books, same freaking video. That's taking me forever. I'm on chapter 18 in A Touch of Ruin, and I'm on chapter 21. It makes sense. So yeah, I'm on chapter 21 in A Game of Retribution, and I need to read chapter 18 in A Touch of Ruin to catch up. So basically, when I read chapter 18, then we'll be back on the tandem reading schedule. I have 277. I honestly think I could finish these today because of the amount of time that I have. So that's the goal for today, is to just freaking finish because I want to start a new reading vlog. I am so over reading these, and unfortunately I think it's just like these are not hooking me as much as any other books right now. So I think honestly there might be a break before the second vlog because I can't continue to read this series right now. I love it. I'm excited to continue to read it, but right now I think I just need a break. I will check in with you. I will have a few clips. We are going to finish this today. Next day. I'm scared because I'm filming with my family home and I don't like filming in front of anyone. It is the next day and I did it. I finally did it. I finished both A Touch of Ruin and A Game of Retribution, and the satisfaction that I feel is honestly unmatched because this video has taken me so long to make. And I cannot wait to edit it and put it up. I think it's gonna be a good video for you guys, but I am so tired of filming it. Anyway, I finished. I gave both 4 stars. I think that with A Game of Retribution, Scarlett really like got into Hades' perspective in a lot more natural way. And I really liked hearing his perspective on things. I think that his story had a lot to add, and I really loved the whole concept of tandem reading because it just felt like a complete story. I will say I feel like I could have done with like 100 less pages in, honestly, probably just A Touch of Ruin. I feel like A Game of Retribution was a good length, but I feel like A Touch of Ruin, there was like a lot of back and forth on things, and at the event, Scarlett actually said that most people, this is their least favorite book. So I could see it, but it also makes me really excited because I know that the others are probably just like so much better, and I still rated this 4 stars, so I still really enjoyed it. I definitely don't have like as many quotes in here, but I think also like I'm familiar with the world now, so I didn't highlight as many like world building things. However, I really loved the end of the book and like how they went through some turmoil, but then they reconciled, and I'm really excited for the events of the next book. What I am wondering is like Hades' perspective, like there's a totally different storyline going on that Persephone has no idea about throughout the whole book, and I'm just wondering like when is he gonna fill her in? Because there's a lot of things happening and she keeps getting mad at him because he's not communicating, and she's gonna be big mad if he does not tell her like ASAP. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading these 2, but these definitely did not have the same like spark as the first one. I didn't love the second A Game of Fate. Didn't love that one. That's my lowest rated one so far. but obviously I loved A Touch of Darkness. This one wasn't as good in my opinion, but still a 4-star. So I still really enjoyed it. It just didn't have the same magic that like kept me wanting to, it didn't keep me hooked all the time, and that's why it took me so long to read these two. I'm trying to decide because the next book in Hades' POV is actually from multiple perspectives, and so I'm interested. I don't know if I should tandem read the next two. I'm trying to pull up my list to tandem read the next two, but I honestly feel like it might be better if I just read one book at a time, because I feel like the fact that I was reading 2 books and I had to like rotate between the 2 is part of why I didn't finish them for so long, because it just felt more like a daunting task. So yes, that is it for part 1. I'm definitely going to film me reading the next 3 and I'll do a separate vlog, but I feel like this was a very jam-packed video. It's probably gonna be like 30-40 minutes long, and I actually don't know how I'm gonna export it, but we will see. Anyways, thank you so much if you watched this whole video. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this whole journey, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.